Yo, what's going on, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome to the fourth and final round of locals feature matches for the week. Here we have Sky Striker on the left versus Tri-Brigade Lunalight on the right. So, see how this one plays out. Both players are undefeated right now. That's typically how I try to organize the feature matches, having the last match be ideally 2 undefeated players. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and hop into this. And as they get started here, let's take a look at the poll results. Let's see who you guys thought was going to win. I asked you guys a couple days ago on the community tab, and about 500 votes as I'm recording this, and 58% of the vote going to Sky Striker, and the remainder going to Tri-Brigade Lunalight. Let's see if you guys are correct here. Starting with Engage into Ray, into Kagari to add back Engage. Engage to go ahead and search multi-role. Pretty standard opening here. Also see Nib, called by Valor. There can be only one. So we're going to go ahead and see him link into a Shizuku here. And we'll see him proceed to end phase to go ahead and search off of Shizuku. But we'll see if he has a response. It looks like he will have an infinite impermanence, denying him that search. And that'll do it for our Sky Striker player's turn here. We'll see how easily, though, the summon limit, well, not summon limit, even though that is something that is commonly played in Sky Striker, I guess, at least from the feature matches that I've been posting in the last couple weeks. There can be only one, not really too difficult for the Tri-Brigade deck to deal with, though, because you have Beast, Beast Warrior, Wing Beast, you know, right, so can definitely play around and even through something like there can be only one. So we'll see Karas, pitch Kit, Kit to dump Nerval, Nerval to go ahead and add Fractal. It's been a while since I've seen classic Tri-Brigade. It's usually just been a mix of bird stuff, obviously before the ban list, but nice to see more of a pure take on Tri-Brigade. Obviously the Lunalight engine there, now that we have, Tiger back to 1. We see Karas activate, banishing 2. That will force a Valor. And we'll see the normal summon of the Kaleido Chick. Once per turn, you can send a Lunalight monster from your deck to the extra deck to the grave. And we'll see him dump a copy of Yellow Martin. A lot of these cards sound familiar. They're coming back to me. It's been such a long time since we've seen Lunalight in the meta and, on the channel regardless. Definitely capable of doing some crazy things back in the day. So now we're going to see there can be only one here. But I believe Karas is a beast, and Kaleido Chick is a beast warrior. So, not going to be super effective here. Unless he's got like a winged beast he can go into. And that'll get the beast and beast warrior off the field, allowing him to make even more plays. So we will see him link to and do a copy of Predaplant Verite Anaconda, which is a plant, of course. So totally legal play here under there can be only one. We're going to see him pay 2,000. And we'll see if this is going to resolve here. And it looks like it will, dumping Celestial. And alongside it, the Dasher, if you can find it. There it is. So, yeah, not really caring too much about there can be only one here. Must be nice, right? I think I've talked about this before on several commentaries, but like, one of these days I'll find a deck that I really like, and maybe it won't lose there can be only one, because it seems like every deck I've played in the past has always hard lost to that card. Earth Machine, Speedroid, etc., etc., Marincess. Very annoying card to deal with, so we're going to see battle phase here. DPE is down by 100 because of Shizuku, but Shizuku is down by 400 because of DPE. And so that Shizuku is at 1100 and the DPE is at 2400. So we will see him swinging over top of the Shizuku. That'll trigger Ray. And we'll see if he is going to attempt to clear the Ray. Looks like he will activate DPE. And he's going to chain the Ray in response, but DPE does not target, so Kagari will get destroyed. And not adding back there. I don't know if there's like a ruling that'll make it so he can't add back or not. And then we're going to see a Nib attempt to activate here, but I don't think that was 5 summons. I think that was 4 summons there for the DPE. Karas 1, Kaleido Chick 2, Anaconda 3, DPE 4. And we're going to see our Sky Striker player draw for turn here. Looks like it is a copy of Dasher. And Not going to be able to do much for turn here. No Ray access, no access to Shizuku or Hayate or anything. It looks like we will see DPE in the end phase. Activating its effect. Attempting to pop both the There Can Be Only One and the Revolt, but going to chain the Revolt to the DPE. So you can go ahead and summon out 4, and then this is going to go for Shureg, of course. And this is going to signal the end of the game. I'm going to banish that multi-roll and seal the deal there, and we are into a game 2 just like that. Tri-Brigade Luna up 1-0. And, of course, don't forget to use my discount code WINNERKILLS 10 off at checkout when shopping on Imperium Duelist, or if you guys are buying anything off of the Coldest Water or tcgplayer.com. Feel free to check out the affiliate links I have to their sites down in the description of all my videos. So we're going to see Sky Striker go first here in game 2. Leading with Ray into Shizuku, setting 1, end phase, searching, engage, it looks like. And that will do it for turn, having Nib and Ash in hand. And then we'll see him pass turn. Not the most productive turn there, but, you know, he does have hand traps plus follow-up. So we will see him normal summon, or we'll see, not normal summon, we'll see him activate Foolish Burial Goods. And this is going to go ahead and send the Serenade Dance. And then you can go ahead and banish the Serenade Dance, I believe, during your main phase. Banish this card from your graveyard. As cost, send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do special summon 1 Lunalight monster from your deck. So this will give him access to pretty much anything he needs. And I believe there's an Ash in hand. Not seeing that being fired there. Interesting. I don't know. I feel like, again, I don't know how to hand trap this deck properly, but it seems like something that's a pretty good Ash. I don't know. Just basically spec 1 from deck. And you will go ahead and discard the Emerald Bird, which is really, really strong here. We're going to see Kaleido Chick also dump Yellow Martin. Importantly, dumping as costs, right? So you can't Ash that, which sucks. We're going to see the copy of Tiger, the one of, right? I'm going to go and spec out Yellow Martin. And then we're going to see a summon limit here to try and slow things down a little bit. To bring the Lunalight player's pace to that of the Sky Striker player, which is literally just normal summon, end phase, set a floodgate pass. We'll see if he has any way to play around this. He's already summoned twice, so unless he's got some sort of spell trap removal, really no way of getting around this other than just kind of passing turn. Although we'll see a Fractal here. That is going to go ahead and pitch itself. That'll get ashed. And then we're going to see our Tri-Brigade player set a card and pass turn, drawing Ash for turn here. Not the best card to see, but he also has Engage, plus a Kagari, add back. So essentially 2 Engage uses here. But not going to be really doing much past that. You probably just want to go Kagari, and then probably into Shizuku at just end phase, and get 3 searches in 1 turn. And then just hope that that summon limit's going to be enough. Because you can definitely get like 2 Widow Anchors here. And you have the hand trap protection too. Looks like he's going to go for Hayate instead, though, just to get a little damage on. So we'll see him poke for 15. And then that's going to trigger the effect of Hayate to go ahead and send a Sky Striker card from deck to grave. We'll see what he decides to send here. Maybe multi-roll if he doesn't already have access to it. Okay, going for Area 0. Maybe just to deck then a little bit, I'm not sure. Or just get extra spells into the grave. We're going to see him link off the Hayate here, his last summon, into Kogari. The only reason I think the sequencing is a little weird is because, like, you're denying yourself another search. And that Area 0 really isn't doing you anything right now in the graveyard. And, like, yeah, you get 1,500 damage in, but, like, does it really matter if you just set up a bunch of Widow Anchors and you're going to take your opponent's monsters anyways and kill them with them later? I'm no Striker player, but definitely seems like it would have been a possibly better line. I don't know. We're seeing Engage, Search, Afterburner, setting what I can only assume to be Afterburner and Widow Anchor. And no end phase search there, is not able to get to Shizuku because of summon limit. We'll see him pass turn. And we'll see if our Lunalight Tri player can get around this summon limit. Of course, he has now 2 more summons to be able to get access to. We'll see another Fractal that will get ashed again. And also, by going for the Hayate, you don't really clear the Martin or the Kaleido Chick, which may or may not matter too much, but if he wants to get him back on board, he will have to burn one of his 2 summons. Now you just leave him with more monsters to work with. So we're going to see him normal summon Kit. Kit effect activates, and that effect will be hit with a Widow Anchor chaining Droplet, sending off Widow Anchor to go ahead and negate and have Kagari, summoning out double Dragon Lords, and this is going to do one hell of a job at outing the summon limit. And we're going to see Kit activate here. Going to go ahead and probably send Nerval effect to go ahead and add probably the last Fractal. Yep. Probably saying, don't you dare ash this one. Don't you dare. So he's going to go ahead and take that. And now we have an out to summon limit here, which is really good. See what he decides to send off, though. I'm going to see him send Martin. Now he's going to attempt to bounce the summon limit. And now basically free to play here. He has access to the Tiger, which of course is not a hard once per turn. As long as you can either keep rescaling it or have multiple copies, you can keep using it. It's one of the reasons why it was banned for a little while and is now back at 1. But we will see him activate Kaleido Chick first, dumping Yellow Martin. The copy of that to the graveyard. But yeah, Tiger basically says once per turn you can target one Lunalight monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but it cannot attack. Its effects are negated, also destroying during the end phase. So just Monster Reborn on legs. We'll see him go ahead and revive the Yellow Martin. And then we're going to see him make Abyss Dweller, which is pretty strong here against the Sky Striker deck. Then we're going to see him go ahead and detach from the Abyss Dweller to go ahead and turn off Ray for the turn, which is really strong here. Because the more you can keep Sky Striker off Ray, the better. Even if it means using something like Abyss Dweller to stop it from coming out. But we will see Battle Phase Ancient Warrior over top of Kagari, which is halved currently. Ancient Warriors is at 1600. But the Afterburner here is going to make it so the Kagari cannot be destroyed by battle. And it's also unaffected by card effects. But I believe its effect would still be halved, right? Or its attack would still be halved. So it would go down to... actually, I don't know what it's like. Would it be halved from 1800 down to 9, or would it be halved from 15? Part of me feels like it would just go down to half of whatever its attack was when it was negated. Yeah, so now we're going to see Martin bounce back the Tiger, and then we're going to see Tiger effect. Go ahead and revive Chick, Tiger, Chick, Tiger. So opportunity here for either more Link plays or another rank 4. And if he's going to clear that Kagari, this is the turn to do it, just because the Ray will not come out. And we'll see what he's going to do here. Rank 4. No. Rank 4. Link 2. Link 2. Rank 4. Into the 4 Strix. And we're going to see a nib here. Since he has overstepped his summon limit a little too much. Went from only being able to do 2 to not being able to do any more than 5. So now we're going to see the nib. Calculating stats here on the token. 1100 from Ancient Lawyers, as I like to call them. I don't know how much from 4 Strix. I know 17 from Dweller. And of course, well, the Kagari is actually not going to be tributed. Unless what is it? Not Afterburners, but Eagle Booster says unaffected by card effects, period. Unaffected by card effects this turn, yeah. So the nib will not tribute it. And then we're going to see our Lunalight Tri-player pass turn here. We're going to see him link off the Kagari. Sorry about the mini earthquake. Link off the Kagari and the nib into Zeke. And Zeke is going to go ahead and banish the token. And then we're going to see him probably link into a Hayate here. And then into a Kagari. We're just going to go straight for Kagari. Kagari add back engage. And we might start to see things spiral a little out of control here. Playing into the nib definitely hurt quite a bit. Feel like maybe the play there was just to kind of... It's tough, though, because you want to get that Kagari off the field. Any way, shape, or form. Just get it off the board and make it so that Ray does not come out and he has to kind of start over again. Yeah, then we're going to see Shizuku. He has 2 summon limits now. What's better than 2 summon limits? He also has another nib in hand, or maybe 2 more nibs. We're going to see Shizuku here activate in end phase. And we're going to go ahead and see him search. Our Luna Tri player checking his top deck as his opponent is in the end phase here. And it is a Celestial. And that's rather unfortunate. Not really the card you want to be seeing at this point. And our Sky Striker player just checking the grave. See if there's any good shark cannon targets here, maybe in the end phase, before he officially passes turn. And he's going to go ahead and shark cannon the Ancient Warrior Double Dragon Lord. Interesting. Don't really understand that one, but we're going to see end phase multi-roll setback Eagle Booster. And that'll really do it for turn. We know he's drawing a Celestial, accidentally fumbling a nib in hand. And yeah, I mean, he's got 2 nibs plus double summon limit. I mean, both those things kind of, you know, contradict each other, but we're going to see normal summon a Fractal. Low-key, really good here playing into summon limit because you need the normal summon plus the other summon to get into something like Shureg. And he's going to chain Eagle Booster here. Luckily, Shureg does not target, so he can banish something else. So he's going to banish one of the sets, which is a summon limit. Little does he know there is another summon limit in the back line waiting for him. And looks like on resolution, we'll see another summon limit get flipped up here. And yeah, I mean, next turn, game is probably very well within the grasp of our Sky Striker player here. Can't get these bodies off the field because of the summon limit. So they're just going to be free Widow Anchor targets. And then battle phase, he's going to go over top the Shizuku with the Omen for just a little bit of damage. And then end phase multi-roll will set one back, being a Widow Anchor. We're going to see him lead with a Terraforming here. And then we're going to see him go ahead and probably grab the Area 0. If he has one left in deck, which it looks like he does not. So Terraforming actually not even able to resolve here. And then we're going to see him activate multi-roll, getting rid of the useless Terraforming. So his opponent cannot respond to those spell activations and effects, I believe. So we're going to see, I mean, how exactly is he going to close this game? And we know he has one Widow Anchor. I think it's just pretty much as easy as linking off this Shizuku into a Kagari. If he has another one in the extra deck, yeah, there it is, the last Kagari. Yeah, just Kagari, double Widow Anchor, go for a game, right? Yeah, 100%. And does he have another Widow Anchor? If he doesn't, he can just grab Engage, which will get another Widow Anchor regardless. And the Engage is going to resolve 100%. There's no ashing that there with that multi-roll effect under, you know, underway here. And he's going to draw a Dasher, a great draw off the top. That Sky Striker Ace Dasher really can be a pain sometimes. Not as good as Ray, of course. But then I think we'll just see Widow Anchor, chain Widow Anchor at this point. Take Shureg, take Fractal, and swing in for 3k. And then Kagari's at least got to be 2k right now because of how many spells are in grave. And then 19. So yeah, there's Widow Anchor, chain Widow Anchor. And then take control of both of those. And that just has to be game. One of those Widow Anchors, I believe, should be banished, but it doesn't matter. So, yeah, Sky Striker taking game 2 there after a long grind. Who's surprised? Literally no one. We're going to do a game 3. We're going to see Tri-Luna lead with a copy of Tanky. Go ahead and search a copy of Fractal here. And we're going to go ahead and see him activate Fractal in hand. No Ash this time, even though Ash is in hand. It's very adamant about ashing Fractal in the last couple games, but holding it here now. Fractal Nerve will resolve at will, adding another copy of Fractal. But he also has Valor, Evenly, Eagle Booster, and what's the other card? Might be Area 0. So we're going to see him normal summon the Fractal. That's going to activate its effect to go ahead and link into the Farragut. And then we're going to see him link into the one and only Predator Plant Verite Anaconda, activate Farragut to draw and put one to the bottom. And then we're going to see him activate the Anaconda here, pay 2k, dump Fusion Destiny. It's going to get Valored. And then we're going to see a copy of Fusion Destiny here that he must have actually, I think, drew off of that Farragut, and he decided to keep it, probably just in case this exact scenario happened. And he's going to have Ash for the other Fusion Destiny anyways. So no DPE here whatsoever. Setting another card or two and passing. We're going to see our Sky Striker player lead with a copy of Evenly Matched. Opting to keep one of those sets. And we're going to see Area 0 activate here. And then setting a card. And then it looks like on the set, we're going to see him activate Revolt. Because whenever your opponent goes Area 0, set a card, we all know what's going to happen next. He's going to target the set to try to send a Reveal 3. And going to go for 4 here for Ominous Omen. Going to banish the set, which ends up being an Eagle Booster here. So losing that Eagle Booster for the free. And then activating the effects of Nerval here to go ahead and add a Caress for follow-up. And it looks like that's going to do it for a turn here. Tri-Luna kind of in the driver's seat right now, has Zephyros in hand. Activating Caress, pitching Zephyros. Effect of Shurig to go ahead and banish the Area 0. And then Caress effect here to go ahead and banish. We'll see exactly how many. Going to go for 3. Going to go for Rugal here, which again will help synergize very well with the Omen on the next turn. And going to use the effect of Zephyros to bounce back the Caress here, which you could just literally normal summon and, you know, put extra damage on board. And I think he's going to swing in with everything. You might be not normal summoning here to kind of play around Nib and just get as much damage as he can. And he'll pass turn there, normal summon Rose, and then you can just go and activate the Rugal effect here to summon and trigger Shurig to banish. It looks like Tri-Luna will take it 2-1. Looks like you guys were incorrect in the polls. Again, man. If you guys want to see more of my content, click on one of the videos popping up on the bottom of the screen right now. And last but not least, a huge shout out goes to our Divine Level channel members. And they're Twitter0226, Pony Stark, Cadillacs84, Keith Stidgers, and Black Ninja Money. Thank you guys so much, as always, for your extremely generous support of the channel.